Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? This was kind of a rush thing, but I made it on time. So I hope everyone's having a great Thursday and all that. And today we're just going to play a few games and have a good conversation. And that's how today's going to work. And if you guys are in here, I do ask that you please share it out. That would be wonderful. And we'll just go from there. Today feels like one of the busiest days of the week, but I'm glad it's almost Friday. I'm so happy about that, and because I'm ready for Friday. And it is absolutely crazy. Hopefully. So I am just going to share this out because this was, you know how you do impromptu things. If y'all don't know, I am definitely a planner. I am one of those planner type people. I try to keep everything planned as much as possible. And today has been a lot of unplanned things, so I don't do well when things are unplanned, but I am still here and still moving and just going about my day. So that works for me. But my weekend to-do list is very long. And I'm definitely just sharing this out because I usually have a plan. And when things are not planned, all of that, it makes things a little more confused. Like, I feel like my brain is moving faster than the rest of me. So my brain is like, okay, I need you to play catch up here because I'm moving quickly. So I kind of need to get on board. Alright. So I really don't know what is happening. And that's the way this is going to work. But I also feel tired because I feel like I've been talking a lot, and I think it's starting to be like, my voice is not liking how much I've been talking. So I think this weekend is definitely going to be some vocal rest in there somewhere because you know, like a lot of talking for this day. Yeah. Usually there's a lot of busyness at 5 o'clock. And usually what I'd be doing right now is finishing up a video. Hello. I'm just over here sharing this out. because we all know. It's time to come. So I'm just kind of trying to figure this out. Yeah. But I'm so glad the week's almost over because I feel like everything is starting to spin out of control because there's so many things going on. And my list is long. And behind the camera, we have a whole hive situation that I am trying to get under control. Sometimes it happens. Hopefully, it's just, I don't know. I definitely do not know. Then I had a video rendering in the background, but my computer decided to cut off right before I went live. So now I have to go back and re-edit the video. So y'all will probably see that video tomorrow unless I can get it out sometime tonight. But it was basically 30 seconds from finished rendering before the computer cut off. So I definitely have to go back and re-edit that because the computer was not being friendly and it was like, I'm just gonna cut off for a second. And hopefully I can restore it. I haven't tried it yet. But then it still, even if I can restore it, it still has to re-render, which had already taken like a couple hours just to do that. So hopefully it can be done. And we'll see. Where did this little button thing go? Yeah, very true. Yes, editing is always the longest process for me because it takes so long. Hopefully, I can just restore it and pick it up where it left off. But usually, the editor thing that I use doesn't work like that. But hopefully, it does. And that's the way it'll work for now. I'm just putting this on social media, I guess. And thank you. I'm still sharing me out. I'm doing this on Instagram at the moment. I've already shared it one place else. Twitter, I have not. I'll go back on my Twitter and do that. It's too many things. I'm just running this down a list. Luckily, everybody on Instagram is in a list, so I can just copy and paste some things and then we go from there. But we'll see. I'm already like, what? What is going on? So basically, my plan for the weekend is definitely working on projects. Definitely a whole lot of projects. I have a crochet project that I'm working on that I haven't touched in like 2 weeks. that I'm working on, and then I'm working on a few surprises that I'm working on or want to get going. So my weekend is going to be definitely a busy one, but a productive one. Hopefully, I get to virtually spend some time with some friends at the same time. That would be great. While I'm working on the surprises of the world, and we'll see. And we'll see how that goes. It's definitely. I'm really tired. And I have no idea. I haven't even thought about dinner yet. I don't. Well, that's one other thing that I have to put on the list that I haven't even thought about what is gonna go on for dinner or anything. Usually I don't have that. I try to have that figured out early, but not today. Mm, I don't know. Hello to whoever just walked in. And you know, you get distracted when you sending this a million places. And you're just like, really? How did I forget that? Or click that? And there are something. But at least it has cooled down a little bit, so still very hot, but it's a lot cooler than what it was. So that makes me happy because it has been like 95 and above pretty much all week. But now the weekend is calling for rain. Hi, Taylor. Uh, Taylor, I know you are going to be doing Wisdom Wednesday, so I hope you have found some good things. Hello to whoever just walked in as well at the same time. So basically, what this is, we can play a game or just have an open discussion. It is up to you. This is kind. So having your discussions and having your games. That's usually how it goes. That's why I titled it "Games and Good Conversation" because y'all always have something interesting to talk about, and I'm always curious. So if y'all have something in particular that y'all want to talk about, let me know. Because y'all do be coming up with good topics. And Taylor, I did read your poem. I read it again and I found some things in your poem that I also found very interesting. So I think our little Wisdom Wednesday collaboration is going to be good. Because even though I read it when you sent it to me, I really spent last night trying to go over it like in detail, line by line. Yes, the freedom topic we're doing. hmm Yes, the freedom topic. Yes. Yes, I do like the topic, and it's gonna. I think. I think from what I'm thinking, from what I've already have a concept for, I think I'm going to have to make it into a 2-part Wisdom Wednesday from the ideas that are like swirling in my head about it. So yeah, but I definitely think it's going to be good. I think this might be one of my favorites of the ones I've done already. So thank you for the idea. Because honestly, I didn't have one because usually I don't get. Yes, why is it important? That's one thing. And why is it important is one thing. And then the other thing that I'm thinking is like, why is it like, why are people afraid of the word itself? Like, that's what my mind is thinking. Like, why are people afraid of the word? All right. Why are people afraid of the word itself? So I definitely think it's going to be an interesting one, and I can see a lot of people having their different perspectives, which having a different perspective, you know, I love a good perspective. And I love the point of having everybody um sharing their opinions. So I'm hoping that it does intentionally create a good conversation. You can just send me your thoughts. You can just send me your thoughts. Like if there's something specific that you want to include in the topic, I would say send me that. Because I'm basically, how I have it set up in my mind is that I'm going to read your poem and then talk about how the topic came about from your poem and then talk about the topic itself, like one particular area of the topic, and then that'll basically be it. And then after that, I think part 2 will be after reading everybody's comments and seeing what they think about it. Part 2 will be based off of people's comments, is how I look at it. But what basically you just send me your thoughts about it and I'll incorporate those. But your thoughts about it, since this is your topic, your thoughts about it, in my opinion, are the important ones. So just your thoughts. Um, Taylor, do you actually want to come up here? If you're not busy, you can let me know. So that's how I see it. But those are my plans, and I am waiting. BoxyCharm. We're getting a new box for August because July is over tomorrow. So I haven't seen any spoilers about the new BoxyCharm box. So I'm very curious about what the theme is. I enjoyed last month's box and I did a look with that, but I'm gonna have to do a second look because I want to use the bronzer palette that I showed you um in July's BoxyCharm. I used the bronzer palette as an actual bronzer, but I want to do a second video of me using the bronzer palette as an eyeshadow and going for like that summer bronzy glow type of look. So I'm definitely adding that to my list this weekend because I want to do that. And I know y'all haven't seen the look that I actually did as it's a primer. You can cut off your face, Taylor. LOL. You can hit the part that says stop cam and it won't show your face like how you see it up in front of me. You can just hit stop cam and it won't show your face. Oh, and Taylor, you can't, even though you said the word done in a sentence, that's why not Nightbot said that. So you kind of don't have to. And girl, the hair is definitely on my agenda for the weekend too, so I feel you on that. The hair, my hair is definitely. So I definitely feel you on the hair because my hair is on my agenda too. I think I'm just going to have it braided for the time being because I haven't had my hair braided in a while. So I think that's going to be on my agenda for that. But yeah, but that's what basically Nightbot means. It confused the connection with your sentence. Seems like a lot. But honestly, lately I've been thinking about snow cones. Like I don't know what it is, but I've been thinking about snow cones for like the past 2 days. Either that or snowballs. Yeah, that's on my agenda is washing it because right now it's like in a braid just to keep it out of the way. And all the curls in my hair feels like it has poofed to 1,000,000 degrees because just the humidity. So right now it's like in one braid and it has to be washed. And then I think I'm just gonna have my mom braided, which my mom doesn't. I don't usually wear my hair in braids anymore. I don't know. One, I don't like braids, and I'm not that patient. Hi, Harold. How are you? Basically, we're just having a conversation, and I think eventually I'll pull up a game or something or ask some gaming questions. But basically, we just talk about anything y'all want because I think talking about what y'all want to talk about makes good conversation. So tailored, yes. Definitely washing it is on the agenda for the weekend. And then finding something to do with it after that, I'm not really sure. But it's definitely on the agenda. Yeah. It's already been shared out on Instagram, but I'll probably add it to my Instagram story. So yeah, Taylor, text me your thoughts because I'm probably not gonna remember all your thoughts after your live. So just text them to me so I can have them. But I definitely agree with your. I definitely agree with the point you just wrote about if you don't have it, you don't have a voice. But yeah, if you text me your thoughts, it'll be easier for me to keep track of them because I won't be going back to look at this live. So guys, y'all gonna hear me talk to my Instagram stories like I usually do. So y'all just gonna have to hear me talk to Instagram stories. Because this is what I normally do when I'm live. So I kind of just hold the phone facing the computer, and I hold the button. No, matter of fact, I have to put the link to the live in the bio first before I do that, because once I tell people that the link will be in the bio, then they're gonna want to see the link. So that's basically what I do. Hello, Samantha Cosmetics. How are you? And Samantha, I checked out your lip gloss. You have some beautiful colors, and I'm definitely going to be going back to look at more because I only saw like a few of them, but I definitely want to look at all of them. But I did look at your lip glosses. But yeah, mm, but I definitely saw your lip gloss. And I was supposed to be putting this on my Instagram story. So y'all gonna hear me talk to like Instagram for like 2 seconds while I do this. So I'm just gonna hold on. This is easy. Honestly, I'm just starting to get into Instagram stories. You're welcome. So I'm kind of just trying to figure out the right angle to put this Instagram story up, and I still didn't put the link in the bio. Like that was what I was supposed to be doing before I turned on Instagram stories. I think I forget that sometimes, and that's how it works. So if y'all have any questions, y'all may ask. I'm gonna. I'll drop the link. So if you want to come up and ask your question, or you have some, we haven't done our positive news for today. So I'll put the link out for positive news because I don't want to forget that. Because we always have a positive moment over here. So I put it there for if there's a topic you want to discuss, you can come up here and discuss it. Or if there's positive news that you would like to share so we can spread the positivity. Thank you, Living Better. You can do that as well. But we're definitely trying to keep the positive vibes, which makes me think I'm smiling with Shane because he always says we're live with positive vibes. So every time I think of that, I think of him because he always says that. Let's go back to that. So I do have a question. What social media do y'all prefer, or do you just not prefer social media at all? So between Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I guess we have to include Snapchat because it's a form of social media, but I don't actually use Snapchat. So I'm curious to find out what one do y'all actually prefer. Um, I think I personally prefer Instagram because I feel like it's a lot easier. Well, Taylor, tell your auntie I said happy birthday, and I hope y'all do something fun, or y'all can do something fun, whether it's virtual or whatever, to help her celebrate her birthday, because that would be fun. I always wonder what my birthday would be like if it was in the summertime, because my birthday is in the spring, and I remember when I was in school, my birthday would either come before Easter break, or my birthday would fall in the middle of Easter break. So I'm always I was always curious. So I never knew if I was gonna have to go to school on my birthday or not. It would depend on how Easter fell that year. So I always wondered. mm, You're welcome, living better. I enjoy Instagram stories. Mm, yes, happy birthday to Taylor's auntie. We're supposed to have her 60th birthday party. So, birthday parties are a whole lot of fun. Are y'all having like a theme type party, Taylor? Because I know a lot of people now have themes for their birthday, which I would have a theme if I was having a birthday party. I would kind of have like a masquerade ball if I was having a theme birthday party because I want to see everybody in a mask and I want to see everybody dressed up. So I think that would be my theme if I was having a birthday party. I definitely would do that. I would definitely do some sort of theme. But I remember, I think the last actual birthday I had was like my sweet 16, and it was just a giant party, and we didn't have a theme. So the next birthday party I decided to have for myself, I wanted to have a theme because I think themes are fun. Not sure what the theme, but I think if I had to choose today, it would definitely be some kind of masquerade theme if I had to have a birthday party now. It would definitely be. We're not doing anything, but at least she gets to have a party and celebrate, even if it doesn't have a theme. The party is just going to be fun in itself, even if it doesn't have a theme. It's definitely going to be fun in itself. It'll definitely be fun in itself. But I think to have a good party, you have to have good food. Good food is essential. So basically, I think in my family, the basic party foods, you have to have some sort of chicken. We have to have a spaghetti, because everybody loves my mom's spaghetti, and we always have to have some sort of chicken. Then it has to be some sort of seafood, usually a seafood salad or something. And then you have your vegetables, which we always have like 3, 4 vegetables like corn, string beans, mashed potatoes, and then we don't usually have a lot of party snacks because our snacks usually include chips, but then there are these amazing cookies. They're like some strawberry cookies that I still don't know how to make. Yes, I've always wanted a theme party too. So, but to have a good party, there has to be good food. So there are these strawberry cookies that my cousin makes that I think are amazing. I don't know how she makes them, but she makes them for every party. And then, especially if it's my party, I call her and say, "This is how many I need for the party, but this is how many I need for myself." So when I go home, I have these extra cookies because you know everybody at the party gonna eat off cookies. Then I'm not. Taylor, a Hollywood theme party sounds amazing with a red carpet. And then everybody wears their gowns and y'all gonna be taking a whole lot of pictures. And then you have, I guess, you would have to do like a photo shoot before the party. So you can have like one of those celebrity photo shoots where you get your makeup done and they make you look like your celebrity version of yourself. So that would be cool. That would definitely be cool. I'm definitely down for the whole red carpet Hollywood theme party. But I think if you're going to have a party, if I'm going to have a theme party, I would be upset if people didn't come in the dress of the theme because I think that's the whole point of having a theme party. Hollywood theme party and a New Orleans themed menu. I haven't really had much New Orleans food, so it would be nice to try certain different New Orleans cuisine. Because the only New Orleans cuisine I ever ate was gumbo. So that's as far as my New Orleans cuisine knowledge goes. Because all I've ever tasted is gumbo. I know they have other things, but I've only tasted gumbo. So Taylor, I definitely will be at that party because I'm all about the Hollywood theme, and I'm good at the foods. The foods make me happy, and especially when you know the people can cook. Yeah, and you want to have the food done on time. Like I'm sorry, like I've been to parties to where they say be there at 4, so I show up at 4, and they say the food is not done or it's not even close to being done, then you get roped into helping with the food. But I'm like, they was like, then they tell you that you're supposed to be fashionably late. Like I don't, I don't know about the whole fashionably late thing because that's not my style. I like to be on time for things, but I've always been told you're supposed to be fashionably late to give people extra time to work on the things that they're supposed to be working on. But I don't know nothing about the whole fashionably thing. I try to be on time and to be as punctual as as possible. I try to be early as I can, but not like early. I try to leave early so I have enough time to know that I'm going to get there on time. But the whole fashionably late thing, maybe. I don't know if I would actually try it. So let me know what y'all think. Do y'all actually agree with the whole let's be you should be fashionably late? Beignets are good. Even though I know they're supposed to be covered in powdered sugar, sometimes I'm like, this is way too much powdered sugar, but beignets are delicious. And I know I've seen it on everything I've ever seen about New Orleans. When you go to New Orleans, I've always heard that you're supposed to go to Cafe Du Monde. I think that's the name of it for your beignets. But I definitely am with beignets if we had like you had that New Orleans theme menu to your party. Mm. And honestly, Taylor, I don't like cake either. Like I'm not a big cake person. So for me to eat cake, it has to be really, really good. Now, I've had some good cakes. There was this one cake that was a light cake with cream and sugar. Well, Easter Live Strong, I just need to come to your house then, because you be making everything. I just need to come to your house and everything will be fine since you over there making beignets and Thanksgiving. See, you have a whole New Orleans themed Thanksgiving, so I just need to come to your house for Thanksgiving. Yeah, that just needs to happen. See, you don't do turkey. See, I just need to come to your house. And then you can come to my house for Christmas and that'll work for me. Like, yeah, since you have the whole New Orleans thing. You know, that's how that works. Yeah, but I don't do cake. Now, I'd rather have cupcakes. Then I don't have to worry about wasting the whole cake. Like my last, well, not my last birthday, but my sweet 16, they made me a whole cake, but they made me cupcakes. So the whole cake was for my party, and it had my face on it. My brother told me that he was putting Justin Bieber on my cake, and I had a real thing about if you gonna make me a surprise cake, I didn't want it to be Justin Bieber. They tricked me, and my nephew almost told me twice because he saw how mad I got when everybody was walking around telling me it was Justin Bieber on my cake. He almost told me twice, but he didn't spoil the surprise, but he almost did. And it ended up being my face on my birthday, my sweet 16 birthday cake. But then everybody else, I cut the cake. They wanted to start with cutting my face, and I wasn't allowing that. So I let them eat the cake, and then I had my own cupcakes because I feel like if I'm not going to eat the whole cake, then why make a cake? But we have a big family, so we needed a whole cake. So they just put my face on the cake, but I was over there eating the cupcakes, and I thought the cupcakes taste better. Yeah. Eat to Live Strong is the one who has the beignets for Thanksgiving. Taylor, she does a whole New Orleans themed Thanksgiving. Okay, you weren't on her live the other night. She told us about she in the kitchen cooking now, but she told us about her whole that they don't do turkey for Thanksgiving. They have a whole New Orleans themed Thanksgiving. They only do turkey for Christmas. I think I got that right. They do turkey on Christmas and then do a whole New Orleans theme for Thanksgiving. So yeah. So, yeah, like, you're gonna have to talk to her about the beignets because she's the one that does them. Which I think that's cool. But to me, well, this is before I became vegetarian. Thanksgiving in my house is that we must have turkey because turkey used to be my favorite part of Thanksgiving. Everybody else in my family loved the ham. They would eat turkey, but they wouldn't eat it like fresh out the oven. They would make like turkey sandwiches and turkey salad. That's the way they would eat the turkey. But I wanted the turkey right off the turkey at Thanksgiving because my family is a big fan of ham. And I didn't like ham, so I always would skip the Thanksgiving ham. Well, there you go. She said if I made turkey on Thanksgiving, it would be fried turkey. See, I've never had fried turkey, but I heard it's good. But usually that's how it works in my house. There will be there's still turkey now, even though that I'm vegetarian, but there's still turkey. But the turkey would be for me, and my family would just eat off of it when they made their sandwiches and their turkey salad because that's the way they like to eat their turkey. But turkey would be for me. Mm, my mother would make the turkey, and she always put her turkey in a cooking bag so the turkey would fall apart. Then there would be a giant ham that my brother was in charge of because he likes his ham sweet, so he has his own ham concoction. But honestly, even though I don't like ham, he could get me to eat it sometimes but it was always too sweet. I don't know. He just likes sweet ham, so my brother was in charge of making ham. Then there always had to be some sort of macaroni and cheese, which I really miss because I don't can't eat macaroni and cheese anymore. But there always had to be macaroni and cheese. Then there would be kale, because we eat kale in my house. So there would be the greens would be the kale. Then there would be sweet potato. We were not a mashed potato family on Thanksgiving. I know some people are. I like my mashed potatoes, but not on my Thanksgiving table. So we would have sweet potatoes instead of mashed potatoes. Then there would be biscuits. And then my mother, she would make her stuffing, and her stuffing always had, she put sausage in her stuffing. I don't know if anybody else does that, but it tastes it tasted good at the time. But honestly, I like the top of the stuffing where it get all crunchy in the oven. And everybody knows that I'm the only one that's allowed to eat the top because that's the only part of the stuffing I'm gonna eat. I know it's weird, and I know Eat to Live Strong. You are thinking like, what is this girl thinking? How does she only eat the top stuffing? But that's the way it works. I only eat the top because it's the most crispy and crunchy parts, and that's the part I like. And so my mother would make that, and she would give me all the top, and then everybody else would eat the rest of the stuffing. Because I only want the top. So that's usually our Thanksgiving. Oh, and then I can't forget the sweet potato pie. See, I'm always in charge of the sweet potato pie. There. And oyster dressing. I don't think we have anybody in the family that uses oysters. My great grandmother used to put oysters in the dressing. She did that for a long time. So when she made Thanksgiving, there was definitely oysters in the dressing. Well, I still see. I understand on TV they say the stuffing goes in the bird, and then the dressing is on the side. But I still call it stuffing, even though it's not in the bird. But to me, it's stuffing. But my great grandmother used to do that. But my mother said she liked it for a while, and then my uncle told her something that made her not like it. So she stopped eating it. So when my mother started making Thanksgiving, and my grandmother started making Thanksgiving, They swapped out the oysters in the stuffing for sausage. Is usually either yeah. I've seen people use chicken too. My grandmother and my mother swapped it out for sausage, and now that's the only way it's eaten. And then we have our cornbread on the side because we are not cornbread dressing or stuffing, whatever way you decide to say it. We are not that type of people. So the cornbread is made separately. And then the sweet potato pie, which I'm in charge of, I think is amazing. See, but when it comes to Thanksgiving and the pie, there are rules to the pies in my house. Now, there's a guarantee that in my house there's going to be two pies. Then you have to request your pie. After the two pies for the house, you have to request your pie. And you at least have to request your pie 2 weeks before Thanksgiving or the week before Thanksgiving because the pies are made the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So if you do not get your pie request, you only get the pie, a piece of the pie that's in the house. And now that everybody live in separate houses, if y'all do not request your pie, I'm not making you a pie. Taylor, to answer your question, from what I know, what I've always heard is if you're putting it inside the turkey, it's considered stuffing. But if it's on the table in its own dish, it's considered dressing. But either way, it doesn't matter to me. I still call it stuffing, whether it's in the bird or not. But that's always the version of the story that I've heard. So you have to request your pie. Because technically, I'm only making two pies. Two for the house, and everybody has to divide the pie. Now, you know, if you do not request your pie, you're not getting a pie, and you're not coming to the house taking a whole pie out the refrigerator, then there only going to be one pie. So everybody knows you have to request your pie. Now, there have been Thanksgivings where I have made 10 pies. But my favorite Thanksgiving story, this happened a few years ago. My brother called and got his one pie in that he wanted for his house. He was still coming over to visit our house on Thanksgiving, but he wanted his own pie for his own house because he was having guests at his house too. But here's the thing: he called me and requested his pie, so I sent his pie with him. On the Thanksgiving festivities that he had at his house, he went to the store and bought his guests a store-bought pie and put his pie on in the refrigerator that I made. But he put the store-bought pie on the table for everybody else to eat. Now somebody went in the refrigerator and tried to cut his pie. And he said, "No, I bought y'all a pie. My sister made me this pie, and y'all not touching it, and y'all gonna eat store-bought pie." So after he said that, I literally got 5 phone calls talking about, "Jasmine, you know your brother don't want to give up his pie." I was like, "Well, he don't have to. He asked for the pie. I made the pie. He bought y'all store-bought pie." So then they called me back and was like, "Well, can you make us a pie?" So then I ended up making, a week later, 6 more pies because I got requested to make more pies because everybody wanted an individual pie. This is why I told the people I said, you know, if y'all don't get y'all pie request in, y'all not gonna eat my pie because my brother already requested his pie and he know that's his pie. Because his girlfriend don't really like sweet potato pie, so she never touches it. And the kids always come over and get slices from our house. But everybody else that was going to the Thanksgiving dinner should have knew that my brother don't like you touching his pie. He likes his whole pie to himself. And it was, and I thought that was the most funniest thing because I had told people in the beginning, if you want your pie, if you want your individual pie, you have to request it 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. Nobody requested a pie. It was like, we all going to such and such house. He gonna have a pie. I said, I guarantee you that pie gonna be store bought because y'all not gonna touch the pie. And they was like, he wouldn't do that to us. He would share the pie. I'm like, he not sharing his pie. So do you want me to make you a pie? Everybody said no. They got stuck with the store bought pie. Then I got phone calls talking about, can you make me a pie? So then I ended up making 6 more pies. But this is why in my family, if you want a pie, you have to request it because people don't like sharing their sweet potato pie, which I can understand. I can understand they don't want to share their pie. So it's definitely a thing. Now Christmas, same thing with cookies. You have to request your Christmas cookies. Now my aunt, she's in charge of the Christmas cookies. She makes the most absolutely phenomenal sugar cookies. Now we all know she'll make you a dozen of cookies, but you have to request how many dozens because once she makes the count, once she makes the count, she ain't making no more cookies. So you have to request, and you don't just want to request. You don't just want to request that you want 1 dozen of cookies because if you request that you want 1 dozen of cookies, then you know that that's the only dozen you gonna get because nobody else is going to share in the cookies. So you definitely have to. That's the way it works. If you want your Christmas cookies or you want your sweet potato pie on Christmas or Thanksgiving, they have to be requested or you're not getting it. Yeah, I know y'all probably have some interesting traditions and stories about Thanksgiving or Christmas. Now, I'm all for the white Christmases where it snows, but I definitely don't want it to be like inches of snow. I just need a little dust in the snow when it comes to Christmas. I just need the little dust. But I don't need like 3 inches. I just need the little sprinkle to where it makes it look like it snowed, but the snow not gonna stick when it comes to Christmas. And then I need all the Christmas movies. Cause I definitely do be watching Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph, and all those sorts of things. My favorite Christmas cookie. My favorite Christmas cookie, Taylor. I don't know, cause my favorite cookie in general is oatmeal cookies. But for Christmas, we usually do a chocolate chip and a sugar cookie. My aunt's in charge of the sugar cookies. Oh, no, we have snickerdoodles. Now, I make the snickerdoodles. So in my house, we usually have my aunt's sugar cookies, then we have my snickerdoodles, and then we have like a chocolate chip. But my regular favorite cookie is the oatmeal cookie. But our Christmas cookies consist of sugar cookies, oh, sugar cookies, chocolate chips, and snickerdoodles. But Taylor, what's your favorite Christmas cookie? Or does the cookie not actually matter? Yeah. But the cookies are important. And then, what else? My nephews and nieces, they like their little s'mores on Christmas. They like anything with marshmallows, but I don't like marshmallows, but I will eat a Rice Krispie treat. So if we're going to have a marshmallow treat in my house, it's definitely going to be a Rice Krispie treat because that's the only way I'm eating marshmallows. Because I'm not the person that can sit there and eat the marshmallows out the bag. And please, please, please do not put no marshmallows on my sweet potatoes. My sweet potatoes need to be plain, no marshmallows in sight. I know people put marshmallow on. I mean, I like chocolate chip and sugar cookies with sprinkles. Yeah. Um, our sugar cookies are usually plain and they're cut out into like fun Christmas shapes. But sprinkles would be good too. Maybe we could add some sprinkles this year, just to make it a little bit more festive. Maybe it is definitely intentional with that. In your haircut. Yep. But the sugar cookies are the way to go. Now, any other time of the year, there definitely has to be an oatmeal raisin cookie. The oatmeal raisin cookies have to be on the table, like for Easter or any other sort of holiday. And then it has to be jelly beans for Easter. But I'm more about, I don't like the plain jelly beans. The jelly beans that I like, they usually taste like Jolly Ranchers. They really do taste like Jolly Ranchers. They have Jolly Rancher jelly beans. And ever since I discovered them, I've started eating jelly beans. But if they and they only come out once a year, that's what makes me sad. They only come around Easter. But plain jelly beans is a no. That's definitely a no. Mm, but then question of the day. Pick a vacation. Any vacation, Taylor? If I could pick a vacation, I'm gonna answer this question in two ways. Now, if it was a in-state vacation, if it was Eat to Live Strong doesn't have a favorite type of Christmas cookie. Well, Taylor, if I had to pick a vacation, I would go to Hawaii if I had to stay within the borders of the country. I would go to Hawaii because I've always wanted to go to Hawaii. And if I could go international, see, I don't like all types of cookies, so I'm very particular about my cookies, which I'm pretty sure none of you by now find that surprising that I'm very particular about my cookies. If y'all already heard me talk about my particularities about food, so I'm pretty sure y'all not surprised that I'm particular about my cookies. Anything in the food or dessert category I'm particular about, which that shouldn't surprise y'all by now, which I'm highly sure it doesn't. And hello to whoever is hanging out. But if I could choose an international vacation, Taylor, I have 3 international vacations that I want to take. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Paris, and I want to go to Barcelona. So my in-state vacation would be Hawaii, and my international vacations would be Italy, Paris, and Barcelona. Italy, I can just imagine going up the coast and seeing the little cute cafes and the pasta, like the fresh pasta, and I would love to take a pasta making class in Italy. That would be amazing. I would want to take a pasta making class when I get to Italy. Hello to whoever is popping in with us. Taylor asked the question is pick a vacation. So when I go to Italy on my vacation, I would want to take a pasta making class and just enjoy the coast of Italy. When I go to Paris, I would definitely want to learn how to make macaroons. Macaroons has been something I've always wanted to learn how to make because I think they're a delicious cookie. But they're so hard to make, especially when you gotta make them with the little sandwiches and all of that. But macaroons is one of the hardest cookies to make, and I've seen them being made multiple times between the cooking channel and people on YouTube. There are dedicated videos to tell you how to make the perfect macaroon. But so my dream is to go to Paris and learn how to make macaroons, and then testing out the bread and all of that in the bakeries and the cafes. And then Barcelona, I have just always wanted to go to because after seeing the beautifulness in Barcelona based off of the Cheetah Girls 2 movie, I've always wanted to go. So those are my vacations. In Hawaii, just seems like the perfect place for no distractions, just a relaxing vacation. And you can listen to the waves, the ocean. I can see Hawaii now. I just see that Hawaii would be a peaceful and common place. Taylor, I'm definitely gonna have to see what you've been doing in your scrapbooks. Since Paris is one of the destinations, I'm definitely going to have to see what you've been doing in those scrapbookings of yours. Because I definitely want to see it. have been doing. In your scrapbook. But I'm definitely thinking, yes, Hawaii. But the only thing I think about when I go to Hawaii that you're gonna have, like, everything is a different time zone. But like, I can only imagine what it would be like going from my time zone to Hawaii, which I've always read that Hawaii is 9 hours behind me. I've always read that in like books and stuff. So I think the first couple of days I spent in Hawaii, I would definitely have to get used to the time difference and the whole jet lag thing would be real. But Hawaii just has beautiful scenery. Every time I see pictures of Hawaii, I'm just like, this has to be one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. It just has to be. I am over here just scrolling away. And yeah, that's that. If you were to go to New Orleans, what would you do? Um, Taylor, if I go to New Orleans, it would be it would be I would want to go to New Orleans for Essence Festival. That was another thing. If I'm gonna go to New Orleans, it would it would definitely be for Essence Festival. Like, my mom has a group of friends that go to Essence Festival for the Essence Festival every year. And actually this year me and my mom were like planning to go. So that's always been a thing that we have been planning to do. We haven't been able to do it. So it's definitely something on the list of things to do because yeah. So Essence Festival is definitely on the list when I go to New Orleans. And just to eat the cuisine, most likely, because, like I said, I don't know much about New Orleans food except for like gumbo. I've had beignets before, but you know how when you just want to taste the authentic thing? So, yeah, New Orleans would definitely be what I like to call food adventure, because I'm always been curious about the cuisine, and I grew up watching Emerald. I don't know if y'all know who Emerald is, but Emerald Lagasse. I grew up watching him. I would watch him Emerald live pretty much every day with my grandmother since I was like 3 years old. And all he talked about on that show while he was cooking is the food of New Orleans. And I have been wanting to know what is so great about New Orleans food ever since I was watching Emerald when I was 3 years old. Emerald is still like my number one chef that I want to meet one day. There are a lot of chefs that I want to meet, but Emerald Lagasse is number one on that list because I have been watching him for as long as I could remember. Wasn't the kid to watch cartoons. Cartoons was not my thing. The Food Network was my favorite channel when I was a kid. Now that I'm an adult, I still prefer to watch the Food Network over anything else. There's a few, there's some shows I will watch. I definitely will watch my Grey's Anatomy. I watched my Scandal when it was on. And I watch a lot of things, but the Food Channel, y'all will probably see that on my TV if y'all were ever at my house. Y'all will see the Food Channel on my TV 95% of the time. And I know I've heard people say, doesn't that make you hungry watching it? No, not really, because I'm not a really big eater, so it really doesn't make me hungry. But I just have always been fascinated with food, and I've learned basically, besides the skills that I've learned from my mother and my grandmother, I learned a lot of my cooking skills from watching the Food Network, and a lot of things that most people don't know how to make. They call me because they know I watch the Food Network. So it's like in my family and in like my friends, I'm like the food encyclopedia because they know I usually watch the Food Network pretty much all day. Even when I'm editing YouTube videos for y'all, either the Food Network's on or something else is on. I always wanted to go to Hollywood to know what the red carpet or photo shoot would be like. Yes, Hollywood has definitely been a destination. I always wondered, like I used to tell my mother when I was younger, ooh, we should move to California so I could be on Disney Channel or Nickelodeon, or we should move to California so I can find find out how to be on TV. It was always a thing. So I could definitely see that. Like I had my assistants planned out and all that, so I could definitely see that. Um, oh, so I can definitely see that. Hollywood would be great. I think California would be a great vacation. Like if I could have a second home, I think Malibu would be my second home. Like if I could have a home where I live, like a nice home where I live, and then my second home would be somewhere in Malibu or Calabasas or something. I would spend at least 6 months here and 6 months there, and then travel to see all of the people, all of the friends and family that live in other areas. But I would definitely have a house on the East Coast and a house on the West Coast. Seems about right to me. Mm. Yeah. That's how I see it. Yeah. Now, I have a question for y'all. Now, if y'all could meet anyone, past or present, who would you want to meet? I'm always curious. Like, if somebody told you you could win a dinner or have a dinner with anyone, past or present, who would you want to it to be? Now, if I have dinner with anyone, past or present, I would want to. Yep. So, past or present? I think present, I would want to meet Tyra Banks, and I've always wanted to meet Kimora Lee Simmons. I've loved her clothing, and I would definitely want to pick her brain when it comes to like fashion knowledge, and Tyra's too, because she was a model, and all of that. And then I always wanted to talk to like someone like Madam C.J. Walker or Nelson or like Martin Luther King. I always wanted to talk to one of those people. Just for them, just to get their knowledge. I always thought that would be cool. And yeah. Um, I would love to know who y'all want to meet. And let's see what else do we got. What is everyone making for dinner? Hmm. What is everyone doing? It's not. Hold on, y'all. My mom's calling. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back now. Hopefully. Yeah, that was my mom calling. I don't know if it unmuted or not. I don't know. That just that sounds amazing. I don't know what we're doing for dinner, but that was my mom calling, just asking about dinner, and I have no clue. So whatever she decides, I'm okay with at this point. But I don't know. I don't. I don't know. It was on mute, then it unmuted. It's okay. I don't know. I'll probably fix it later. I don't know. Uh, I just text you anyway. I don't know how it unmuted. You know, StreamYard be acting weird, but it's okay. I just text you Eat the Live Strong because yeah, I don't know. And anyway. So yeah. Yeah. You and your smoothie. Yeah, I definitely have to. We are out of smoothie ingredients in my house, so yeah. there, there it is. It's there now. Well, it should be there. Guys, Eat to Live Strong is gonna come up here and conversate with you lovely people because my voice is kind of getting tired and it's starting to hurt a little bit. So she's gonna come up here and take over for a few seconds. Hello. She still has herself on mute. I think the bird is talking. That's why she has herself on mute at the moment.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, I'm here. I'm just trying to unmute everything. I mean, mute everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can hear you.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to unmute everything. Okay, everything's muted now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, take your break, girl. Hello, everybody. Y'all was talking about all this food while I was slaving in the kitchen trying to cook this dinner. So I'm no longer hungry because y'all talked about all that good food. Hey Taylor, hey Samantha's Cosmetics, hey if you all are still in the live, welcome, welcome, welcome. So Jasmine is worn out and she was asking some questions, and I think her last question was, I don't remember.
Who would you want to meet, past or present, if you could have dinner with them?
Well, here's the thing. I met so many people over my lifetime. There's really no one that I could actually think of that I would like to meet. Um, I used to say Obama, but I met him. So, and then at one point, I wanted to meet like Rosa Parks and all those people because in school you get the school version of history, but I personally would like to speak to them and get my information firsthand. So
Mm-hmm.
anyone from back during that era, including Martin Luther King, um, I've met Hosea Williams, I've met Abernathy, of course I've met Andrew Young because where I grew up, that was the hub. I grew up in walking distance where Martin Luther King's home was. And my uncle segregated the school. Um, he went to school with Martin Luther King's oldest daughter, the one that passed away, Yolanda King. So to see them, and my grandparents were into the move, so they were always like at the voting pool polls, helping people to register to vote and to vote. They were so we had a lot of people coming in and out of our house growing up, even celebrities. Um, Muhammad Ali, I met him. I met James Brown. I met, oh God, I can see his face and I cannot think of Barry White. I met a lot of people coming up. So to when I was younger, that was stuff that I really did not know much about. We just knew that we had to sit down and be quiet when company was coming. We had to stay in our room. So we were allowed to come in and say hello and gracefully go into the other room because they were talking business, you know. So I didn't get a chance to really actually pick their minds and see where they were coming from. And I've met a lot of the years of as an adult. I've met a lot of the um, civil rights icons and things of that nature. So I won't say, yeah, I was privileged to do so, but I was also blessed to be able to talk to them. Um, so I don't really have a particular person. And then as far as celebrities are concerned, they're like, I'm not, I'm not starstruck or anything like that because I've met so many celebrities in the past. I met some good ones and I met some not so good ones, meaning that they were not very friendly at all. So I don't have anybody in particular that I could actually say because of Ken, I didn't get to meet King because when I came along, he was assassinated in April and I was born in September, so I didn't get a chance to meet him. So no, I don't really think of anybody that I could actually. Actually, yes, I do. Yes, I do. My great 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 grandparents. I would like to sit down and meet with them, get to know more about that side of the family. So I'm more of a historic type of person, so I would like to meet them. I've only seen pictures because back then they didn't have movies and well, at least not for us. They didn't have movies and things of that nature. So yeah, that's what I would like to do. So is Taylor still in the chat? I see you have 4 people watching now. Taylor, are you still in the chat? Or Samantha Cosmetic? Because we've got 4 people in the chat. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for coming. If you are new to the chat or if you have not thumbs up the host, please do so. And you guys feel free to step in and chat with us. That's what we're here for, is to chat and learn a little bit about each other. So, Jasmine, what do you think you want for dinner?
I have not a clue.
They said it was going to rain here all day today for the next 3 days, and I've been bamboozled. It did not rain, and I wanted some rain so to cool off. It is so hot here.
I do not know.
Let me turn my AC down.
It's supposed to rain all weekend.
I don't need to rain over the weekend because I got stuff to do outside.
Well, here it's supposed to rain all weekend, so.
Wow. So,
It's been 95 and above all week, so
right.
hopefully the rain will do something.
Oh, Samantha Cosmetics, thank you for answering. Thank you so much, dear. Was Samantha the one that sent me the Instagram message?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Samantha, did you send me an Instagram message? I don't hardly go on Instagram, so if you sent me something on Instagram, I rarely go out there. Let me go because Rashika told me she sent me something and I still haven't looked.
Oh, Rashika probably was requesting your address for the giveaway.
Yeah, I'm gonna need her to send that to Live It Better because she actually won that one.
Did Living Better never contacted her?
I don't know, but she can if she. I don't see where she sent me a message either.
It should be under greatness
Yeah, I don't.
or Buffy
Oh, wait a minute. Here's
or
my, okay, there it is. Yep.
Buffy underscore butterfly.
Yeah, it's great under greatness.
Yeah.
So, yep. Can you send me your mailing address for the free giveaway? She
Yeah, but if Living
still have it. She just sent me. Did she send me? Yeah, I won something for my birthday. She's so funny.
yeah, she probably don't remember.
But I'm going to tell her, hey, send that one to Living Better because she actually won the game. She didn't get called on.
But you won a prize too. She won a prize. You won a prize. I won a prize.
Yeah.
Drika won a
But out
prize.
of all fairness, she called. She Living Better won before me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm just gonna tell her that, hey, sis, you know that Living Better actually won before I did.
Yeah. Samantha said if it's from Samantha Cosmetics, then she sent it to you.
Okay, I have to go back and look because I don't remember that because I don't go out there like that. This YouTube is enough social media for me. I have not gone to my Facebook. I have three, four Facebook channels, and each one of them have over 1,500 people.
How do you not? How do you not come
And
here?
I don't even go out there like that.
No,
And I told you about my what is that thing we talked about today? Twitter, because I forgot my passwords, and when I tried to reset them, they kept saying no, and you already signed up. No, I need you to send me my original Twitter account. I had over 7K
that's crazy.
followers, and I can't even get in there now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to send her a message so she won't think that I'm ungrateful.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
My auntie got a new puppy, and now I want to take the puppy home.
oh, what kind did she get?
I don't even know what it is, but the puppy is gorgeous, and now I want to take it home. And she gonna send me LOL. You gonna have to come visit. Yeah,
Hmm.
me want to see the puppy. Cause I've been trying to convince my mother to get a dog for like the last 2 years. Does she know I want the Pomeranian?
Right.
But she said, "Who do I gonna walk it if we get a puppy?" And I'm like, "You want me to go outside more, so get me a puppy."
Out of all fairness, I know she's gonna be like, "What in the world?" Please forward the gift to her. Well, you saw what the shirt says, first of all, so that doesn't even fit me.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it does, but it doesn't.
I get it. She probably will when she gets the message. She checks this and she checks Instagram a lot. So as soon as she sees it, she'll respond. And she checks Instagram a lot.
Please send. You don't hear music in the background, do you?
Mm-mm.
Okay, good, because I don't want to turn it down any further.
Yep, I don't hear anything.
Well, I need to check. Some more people actually bought my bought the water jet, well, the water container,
I
the
haven't
water
seen this
bottle.
link yet.
Huh?
I haven't seen the link yet. And I know you said it's in your description. I must be
Yeah,
flying
it's at
past
the very bottom.
it every time I look at your videos because I
Yeah,
haven't seen the
I
link.
didn't put it in the one for today. It was just in the water challenge one. Um, yeah. So, but yeah, that's what I did. So, oh, let me look. See, just that quick, I forgot. She said it's under what now? Samantha.
Samantha's Cosmetics.
Was it an instant message or?
I don't know. She might have followed you because it's probably from her lip gloss company. I know what it looks like. It's a page full of lip gloss, soap, and I can't remember the other thing. It's lip gloss and soap.
Oh, I got to
They look
check.
very colorful.
I'm gonna get fussed at if I don't do this. If I don't share myself out.
Yeah, which one reminds me?
You know,
I don't know how I did that. I hit the wrong button. You know what?
because I don't do the Instagram one anymore.
I just send it individually.
You do.
Uh-huh.
I don't. I don't even fool with Instagram anymore after those smart Alex. I got to change mine to a personal instead of a business because I need to block a bunch of people from my Instagram. I don't even know why they keep following me, and I have nothing in common with them.
Maybe they think you're gonna follow back.
Uh, Negative. And if they knew me, they knew that I wouldn't. If they
They don't know you.
knew
That's
me,
why.
they know that I would not.
They don't know you. That's why.
Apparently, apparently, all the 35,000 years that I have been in their presence, and they have not learned that yet. Is it going to take me to have the man to come and knock on the door and say, "Look, if you don't stop bothering this person, we're going to get you."
Uh, they don't want that.
They sure don't. Because I'm the type of person that I'll let you get away and get away, but if you back me into that corner, I'm coming out like a cat, scratching and fighting, and it's not going to be pretty.
Mm-hmm. Do you know I have to re-edit that whole video?
Uh, what?
When my computer cut off randomly, but it was fully charged. I don't know what happened. It randomly cut off, and I haven't checked to see if it's still in the editor, but it was 5 minutes from rendering, finish rendering. It had already took it 2 hours. So if I have to re-edit the whole thing, I know I'm gonna have to I'm gonna be like, oh, yeah, that took long enough. You did it the first time, and we all know I don't like editing.
Hmm.
So I'm hoping I don't have to do it over. And that it'll just let me refresh it and it'll go back to where it was, but I'm not sure yet.
You know, I meant to tell you as soon as you went live. Well, first of all, you got an answer back from
I saw that.
Oh, okay. You know I did not. And I went first. I said, and so I went back and I put it on my other channel. Still no answer. So
I wonder why.
that I'm gonna have to just go get a little bit crazy on them and just keep sending them until they get ticked. I just keep sending it to it. Hello, hello. I said hello. Then I'm gonna let Matt tell him hello.
Mm.
That is not gonna be you.
Eat to live strong. Samantha said it's not from me. So maybe somebody sent you a fake page from her or something.
I don't know because I don't even see it on my phone now.
Oh.
I don't even see it there now, and I'm almost positive that I thought I read it. Uh,
Well, Samantha, I followed your cosmetic page. You have some very, very colorful lip glosses, and your prices are amazing. You know that you can get lip gloss for $3 because in the regular store they're not even $3. Your prices are amazing.
yeah, but Vern is live. That's what I was trying to say. As soon as you went, I looked and saw she went live.
I saw that.
Okay, Rosie. I haven't seen the girl. She put something out. I got
And
to go.
I kind of figured that. So,
Yeah. That.
but I'm thinking about just uploading, doing live and upload. Just upload things that have to do with the same content so people go watch it in the same day so it doesn't look off.
Right.
Because I have enough story chapters to upload 3 chapters in a day, but it comes from the same story, so it wouldn't matter. This, this is a lot of talking.
For the 2 hours,
Yes.
you could have went silent.
You know that is not my.
If nobody is, and you just sit there, and if you see the comment come up, look on your phone. If you see the comment come up, respond.
You know that. You know that is not my.
I'm gonna say it right now. That's gonna be me if it gets quiet. It's yeah.
You know that is not my jam. I know it works, but it is not my jam because I don't handle silence well. So it's just like,
But that's even better for me when I do that because if Miss Missy over here starts doing her thing, I have to why can't I find her now? I have to mute out the phone anyway. So
well, your bird is interesting. So even though your bird is loud, everybody's always curious about what the bird is doing. You need to start considering Mac the other co-host because everybody's interested in what Mac's doing. Even I'm interested, and I'm nowhere near the bird. And
yeah, I'm gonna do a video because CJ told me you should do a video on her. But okay, I'll do a video.
do a video on the bird.
That'll
Anyway,
be even better too because I don't need uh what is I trying to say? I don't need the owners here to think it's a child in the background when it's not. So that's what I am doing. How come this is not coming up? I don't know what it is about YouTube channels. We have the access to using our community tab. But when we go to look for people, like the Crockett Way has not been showing up in months. I don't know why it does that.
she said she might have thought she knocked it off because she changed her settings.
Yeah.
And she always has to go back and look
But
to see
like
what she
James
did.
World, she's been out there, and then when I go to like I'll catch her one day, and the next day I don't. So I don't know what's going on with that. I just really don't know.
And most of the time, I have to like search for like the community tab. Like I do get notifications, like when y'all like share me out and stuff, it does pop up.
Right.
But I have to scroll for a long time before y'all community tabs actually pop up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I don't know why. I'll be scrolling for a while. Find out, because I try to find out if y'all posting on y'all community tab so I know what time y'all video is coming out.
I used to do that, but most of the time I forget that.
That's what I be trying to find out, because I'm like, because y'all know notifications be crazy.
Natural Ray Akati got her 1K.
I saw that.
Yep.
She had got it when Vern did the video on everybody that got the. She did it on her VMAX show.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
She had made the video before these people had hit their 1K, and by the time she got the video out, they had already hit it.
Right. That's enough for me to put there. Yeah, I put enough out there. And hopefully one of those people will share it out. That's all I want them to do is share me out. We could get at least 10 people in the line so we can chit chat. Taylor must have went to sleep because she hadn't said a word yet.
Or she's eating. This is usually the time around they eat.
Of her dinner time. Oh.
No, matter of fact,
you said that you know the meal that I made tonight, minus because I normally make a my creamy pesto pasta. Bless you. I didn't do that this time. I just made the stir-fried veggies so I could not have the carbs. And then I got my husband the salmon because he went out and he went fishing. I thought he was working. He went fishing.
Your husband, he needs a day off.
And he came in with the salmon. I was like, okay. So I made it. But this time at least he had it cleaned and cut, so I just had to re-clean it again. The last time I cleaned, not the last time, I remember maybe like the first or second time that I cleaned some fish, and my husband had took the kids and they had gone up fishing and whatnot, and they came back and they were like scared because he didn't have them cut the head or anything off the eye, everything was still on the tail. So they were like running because he was chasing them, and they was like, no, don't come at us. Yeah. So he brought it and put it in the sink for me to clean and cook. So I was in the kitchen and he was in the sunroom entertaining them. Bless you. And when he did that,
I'm not sneezing, I was coughing, but thank you.
Oh, sorry. So when he did that, I let me see if I can do this really quick because I don't want to mess up. He anyway, I was in the kitchen cleaning it up, cleaning the fish and all that, taking the scale and all that stuff off. So they pack it in all this ice, and I was cleaning and I kept seeing blood. And I was like, why is this daggone fish so bloody?
You cut yourself and didn't realize.
I did more than cut myself. I almost cut my finger was hanging on by I went through the bone because my hand was numb from all the ice. It went through the bone.
Oh, geez.
So I called my husband. I said, come here. He comes in. He said, what is it? I said, take this. I poured the peroxide on it. I said, take this cloth, wrap it as tight as you can to stop the bleeding. And he was like, don't you think you need to go to the doctor? I said, again, wrap it tight so it can stop bleeding. I was just as calm. And then he did, but I messed around there and oh God, it's almost time. You might want to drop the link, Jasmine, because I'm getting ready. I need to go use the ladies' room too.
Okay, I'll drop it.
All right, and we'll continue that on the live stream. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go to the ladies' room and then I'll be back on in a couple of seconds. Okay, I'm gonna step down.
Okay. So guys, we have basically come to the end of this live stream, and we're gonna rate Eat to Live Strong because she's gonna go live at 7 o'clock. And I'm gonna go find. I'll be over there with y'all. I'll be typing in the chat. I'm gonna go find some holes because all of a sudden my throat is very, very irritated and scratchy at the moment. Usually that means my vocal cords are not wanting to be friendly. They're not wanting to be friendly to me. So I am going to copy and paste the link, and in 3 minutes while she's getting set up and and the cough is coming back, so I know my throat is irritating because usually it isn't irritated. So I am going to drop the link and we're going to rate her, and she gonna finish off. She gonna finish the fishing story for y'all because I even want to know. I even want to know what this whole fishing story is, but we are definitely going to rate her. So you guys, I'm gonna explain how this works. It's going to be going to go over to her and type in Jasmine Easley raid. Um, and we are going to rate Eat to Live Strong at 7 o'clock. It is now 6:58. If y'all have anything that y'all want to do on the next live, I'm not sure that when that's going to be because my voice is going to need a little break. But I dropped the link to Eat to Live Strong, and that's where we're going to go in a minute. And I am going to meet y'all over there after I find something to soothe my throat because it's really hurting at the moment. So I'm going to meet y'all over there. Y'all are going to click the link and go type in Jasmine Easley raid. I really appreciate y'all for joining into this very interesting conversation about food, vacations, and everything we talked about. Yeah, I like when we can just have random conversations because I find them to be the most relaxing and calming. But when it gets to be that, y'all are just gonna click the link. I already typed it in the chat, which y'all need to type in when y'all go over there. And it is now 7 o'clock, so I will see you guys soon. There will be videos because I do have a lot of I have some pre-recorded videos ready to go for you guys while I take a vocal break. So it'll be alright. And have a good night, you guys. And go over, click the link, and say hello to Eat to Live Strong. Which she should be coming up now. Let's see if she's actually. Let me click on her live really quick so I know if she is live. Give me a second. She is now live, so we good to go. Bye for now.